Hello, everyone, and welcome to Your Stars with Mirjam. This is my second April show already. My God, time has gone by so fast. If you haven't seen me already, my name is Mirjam. I'm a psychological astrologer, and I've been working in this field for 12 years. I love helping people. I love guiding people and giving them advice during the course of their lives, when taking decisions, in career situations, relationship situations, whatever they may be struggling with. Yeah, and this I see this pretty much as my calling, and I've known for a very long time that I will be doing this, whatever else I will be doing in my life, and there's plenty still there to explore, but I'm never going to abandon this. Ever since astrology found me at the age of 16. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all had a nice Easter break. Almost 3 weeks are gone from this month. And a lot has happened in the stars. So I'm going to bring you up to date, okay? So first of all, I would like to mention there was another full moon. You probably remember my extensive description of the previous full moon of last month. And now we've had another full moon. And again, this full moon also hit a very important spot in my chart, in my personal chart. So please also let me know in the chat box if you have had any particular experiences around this Saturday full moon, which was in Libra. So it was the end of Libra. So that would probably most likely affect people who have sun, moon, or main axis in the late degrees of either Libra or Aries. And we know that full moons, they can bring up a lot of potential for realizations, right? So full moons are about like the culmination of a cycle, things coming to a close, something wrapping up, and a lot of people experience profound realizations under this energy. Okay, and it was exactly that for myself as well, because the sun was almost exactly on my natal sun. It was also on my nodes axis, which is like the karmic axis. Spiritual karmic axis also tells us a lot about where we are coming from, where we are supposed to be going. Okay, so this brought up a lot of things about around relationships, especially. I feel that Aries Libra has a lot to do with relationships, because Libra is the sign that rules relationships, and in any chart, Aries, the first house, is always the house of self. So whenever we're looking at these two signs, this axis, so there's this individual person with their needs and wishes and their desires and their way of asserting themselves. And then on the other side, there's always Libra, is always the other people in your life, your opposite, whoever that may be. There could be a romantic partner, there could be anyone you meet in your work, or someone from your family, or a friend, like any opposite. And so the moon in this sign, it makes us sensitive for other people's needs. And then you may have experienced a stronger like some realizations around that, understanding more about what you need in order to become the best version of you. Yeah, or like also to make progress, or to express yourself in the best possible way, in the most authentic way as well. And on the other side, the moon in Libra is like, okay, so this is my position, and now I'm looking at the rest of the world. So what are their needs? What are their desires? And where do they stand, like also like emotionally? And how can I maybe approach these people? Or in what way do I need to be considerate, you know, proper Libra theme. So some of you may have experienced strong energy around that, or maybe literally in a particular relationship, like that lots of things come up, lots of emotions come up, and then you just being challenged, you know, to find a way, you know, how to deal with that. So that's one thing I want to mention. And I would also like to mention that the sign of Pisces is getting fuller, fuller by the week. And we already know that Jupiter and Neptune are there. Neptune very long term for about 10, 11 years now, and Jupiter has entered a couple months ago. And they are being joined now by Venus and also Mars, because Mars has entered Pisces on Friday, which was my birthday, by the way. So this Pisces, yeah, this Pisces Mars, hopefully, like, what we can hope, because, you know, everybody's talking about, you know, the current situation, how much we want a peaceful atmosphere, how much we are longing for harmony, you know. So Mars is the planet of fights and battles, and just in general about, you know, about self-assertion, which is obviously super important for every one of us. You know, it's like a healthy way of expressing what we want and what we need, and going after that, you know, taking that action towards what we want. That's a very important, it's like our energy and our drive. It's a very important thing to have in the chart, this energy. So Mars is the representative of that. Some I also know Mars as the god of war. And so Mars being in Pisces, a very soft, very gentle energy, very compassionate, and all about trying to help and please and, you know, appreciate and just soften everything. Hopefully that whatever we need to do in order to get what we want, and there's obviously, this pertains to everyone's personal life just as much as it applies to what is going on globally at present, that we try to be considerate, whichever direction we want to move, that we try to listen to our inner voice, you know, not just use our, you know, our elbows and be rude and have no consideration for other people's needs. So this is quite a gentle energy, and obviously Venus is still going to be there for another maybe like about 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks, I believe. So during this time, I think this heightened Pisces energy can all help us to, you know, greater awareness what we personally need and what others around us need to heal, and what they need to get better, and how we can just through simple things, how we can just make their life a little bit easier. Or I've said it before, like really literally being someone's savior or rescuer, and that could simply be through you know, an act of kindness, like inviting someone to a gathering, making them feel appreciated, making them feel welcome, making them feel like, you know, part of the tribe. I believe that is also very much the Pisces energy, making them feel like they belong, because Pisces is can be about this feeling of being like drowning or being lost, being alone and abandoned. So if there is someone around you where you feel like they are a bit like they're drifting around, they don't know where's the shore, they need to get to the shore, maybe you can be the one who helps them and guides them find their way to the shore that they want to reach. Yeah, so it looks super interesting also in terms of personal relationships, where we have Mars and Venus in the same sign. That also means that you know, masculine and feminine energies at the moment, they are like roughly going like in the same direction. So if you have a situation in a particular relationship in your life where there's a lot of conflict going on, maybe this is a time where you would want to try like a more gentle approach, and maybe just try to be more understanding, just listen more and understand where the other person is coming from. Obviously be very much aware about what you truly need and want, and yeah, and what your feelings are, whatever issue is going on. So we're never asked to drop that, yeah, but just have it's pretty much like just about a broader understanding on what is going on around you. So I think this is very positive energy that will be with us during the rest of the month. Okay, so yeah, please let me know if you've experienced anything extraordinary maybe around this full moon in Libra, or maybe if you've got any other questions around what is going on currently in the sky. Now I would like to greet some people and say hello to who is joining us today. Hello, Nicole. Hope everyone's well. Yes, we're well. Thanks, Nicole. Hello, Christine. Good afternoon. Hello, Tony. There you are. Yeah. Hi, Joanne. Hello, Millie. Thanks for joining, Nadia. Another Christine. Good afternoon. Christine Murray, yes. Okay, Chrissy. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Linda. Hi, Fiona. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Kathy Dawn. Kathy? Kath. Okay, Kath. Kath. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Cyan. Hello, Snowly. Snowly. Lovely name. Hello, Taylor. Hi, Margaret. Welcome. Hello, Jane. Hi, Jade. Hello, Ricky. Thanks for joining. Hello, Mary. Hi. Hi, Fiona. Hello, Anne. Hi, Joy. Hello, Gaia. Welcome. Hello, Rena. Who else is here? Hi, Sarah. Hello. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Thanks for everyone. Thanks to everyone for joining. Right. So, like we did last time, I would like to do a little bit of a fun interaction with you, so you can have, both fun and also learn a little bit of, about astrology. And I'm going to, yeah. So, and then after that, we'll be doing some personal readings as well. Okay. So I've brought a mystery chart. Or maybe we should do that chart like next time, because I think we're running out of time today. Yeah, let's do that next time. Let's do that next time, because I want to do a bit more readings for you, and it always takes time, to put in the data and everything. So let's do that now. and then we do a little bit of a different timing next time. I just feel like time is passing so quickly. So if you have no, it will be too short. It will be too short. We won't have time. This is something that would take about like 10 minutes, so that'll be a bit too long in the section. So if anyone has a question for me, I would like to know. Here we've got someone. Okay. I put in this date. Okay, darling, do you have a particular question and would like some guidance on that? Currently, 12:23. Can you? So is this the 3rd of February, right? Yes. Okay. So what was the? Say. Okay. Is there any question, any information to go with it? Nothing at all. Can you please post a particular question, because otherwise it will be too difficult, because chart readings, as you know, they can go on for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so if you want to know about something particular, just put it in the box, please. And I'll try to give you a straight answer for that. Oh, that's very close to the birth date of someone I know. So I roughly know these constellations. Sean, I don't know how it's pronounced, to be honest. Cyan Dwyer. Is that how it's called? How it's pronounced? Sorry, yeah, sorry. I I've not heard this name before, so I don't want to mispronounce it, because everybody mispronounces my name, so not intentionally, of course. So I've got the chart on here. So yes, yes, yes. Okay, so please, can you just give us a little sign if you're here, if you're online, and I'll make sure to give you some guiding. Cyan, are you here? Sean. Okay, then it was not too far off the mark. Sean, so can you just say what you would like to know, please, so that we can move forward? Yeah, there's very interesting energies here. Quite a bit of contradiction between emotions and conscious self. There's no response at all, is there? Okay. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. She may have left, or maybe lost connection. May have lost connection. Yeah. So we can bring this up later if she returns. Okay. I've got someone else there. Yeah. Whatever questions you have, just put them through. Also, and you know, guys, I'm always happy to answer every other question you may have about astrology in general, or what I'm talking about. So there we go. Ah, there's someone here. Shares my birthday. Welcome, Margaret. Okay, not this one. Okay, so we've got Jane here, right? Jane O'Rourke. Okay, it's also shares my birthday. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to put in your data. Difficult. Link on share. Okay, wonderful. Give it a second. Can you tell me what you would like to know, Jane, please? Mm-hmm. Wait a moment for her response. Takes a minute to get through. Meanwhile, I'll put in the data. Double check. Yes. Correct. Okay. Mm. Oh, wow. That's an interesting chart. Okay. See, someone here is very passionate and dedicated, needs to find the right kind of work where the heart and the soul is in it. Is there anything, any response? Well, comment. That's a bit strange because can't really say anything out of the blue. Although certainly could, as I said, like could talk about chart for hours and hours, but normally people have a situation, a particular question on their mind, and that's where they're looking for answers, or at least some reassurance or some guidance. So just picking something randomly that won't do the job. Yeah, but Jane probably most likely will be amongst those quite affected by the energy of the full moon, because that falls exactly on her sun, and it also reaches her Jupiter. Okay, so that's strange. So we've got no one here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll put in Joanne. So same here. 13. Okay, what's that? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so just double checking the data. 13, 13, yeah. 12, 6. Yes. Okay, I've got it. Uh-huh. And here it is. Okay, anything new coming into my life? So, there's always new things coming into our lives, but I can safely say yes at first glance. Yes, there's most definitely a lot of energy coming towards your seventh house, Joanne. Okay, so seventh house is the house of relationship and encounters, and it's also like our door to the world outside of us. So literally everything that enters our life has to come through the door of the seventh house, and all the Pisces planets, they're currently moving towards that door in your chart. So Jupiter will be there very, very soon. You might already feel it. This could be in the form of important relationships of any kind, really. And Mars will be following up, but will still take like roughly 5 to 6 weeks. But Venus will be there soon as well. So if you got Jupiter and Venus in your house of relationships, they're that's quite a good sign that there's a lot of positive energy coming towards you, right? Of opportunities, in the form of people offering you something. I'm not sure if you're currently looking to maybe like move or travel or something. Jupiter is an important planet in your chart, which your fourth house. And Venus is always nice, I think, to have in your house of relationships. And also Jupiter will be staying in that area for a very long time, until the end of the year. It will be, well, it will be in Aries till October on your seventh house. Go backwards a little bit, will still be in your seventh house, or like on the cusp. And then only in the next year, like probably about like after few months into the next year, we'll move into the next house. So there's quite a long stretch where you have all these planets activating your seventh house. And I can see that you take relationships very, very seriously. You are someone who is very passionate about sharing your feelings and sharing abundance with someone, but you need to put people to the test first. And then your loyalty is absolutely limitless, right? That's what I can see. I can also see that what I just said, Venus and Jupiter being in your seventh house, they were both trying your natal Venus Jupiter, which are conjunct in Leo, which is beautiful. So there's a lot of passionate energy here that is going to be activated. So I strongly believe that, be it in the form of people or just new opportunities, also to just make progress on your journey, or like people mirroring to you really who you are, which is also very much the Jupiter coming from the fourth house here, and giving you like helping you to get these realizations about your deepest needs and desires. So you might actually run into people who feel like, who mirrored back to you what you are subconsciously, and now it's coming up into the conscious, where you've subconsciously like always wanted or desired, or maybe even like a hint towards like which paths you should be taking. So I think there's a good chance that there are people coming into your life, and they will be your companion for quite a while. They can become long-term companions, and they really want to help you and have a positive impact on your life. So I think that looks very beautiful also for your general progress. I think this is optimistic energy. Especially look out for the phase, I would say about May. Well, in general, from May throughout August, September, that's where you have the strongest activations, right? And this is a time where really like the where something in your life get all the good stimulation for things to prosper. This could actually also very much pertain to your social network or your circle of friends, the groups that you are a part of. And yeah, I think it looks exciting. It looks like there's going to be good times, fun times. You definitely you are open to receiving. And Jupiter and Venus together, I think they will come with some sort of like profound benefit, but they will definitely make you strongly aware of really your biggest wishes and desires. And maybe some of them they have not come out in a while, or they have not been allowed to come out in a while, and now you're meeting people, or you're getting into situations that show you exactly that. So it's almost like you're looking your desire in the eye. Yeah, so I see like a lot of positivity. So I'm hoping that this could be very, very good for you. And that, you know, once Jupiter hits Saturn, this is going to take a little longer. This will be in the next year. But this could also definitely be like an encounter that will really last long term, like even in terms of partnerships or long-term friends or just supporters, really. Sometimes Jupiter is just about support and supporters. So I think this supportive energy is going to be really strong there. So just a tiny little bit more patience. So Jupiter is actually already there. So this is probably why you're feeling like, oh, it feels like there could be like a door opening. Just the question, is there anything good coming into my life? That means that Jupiter is already outside your 7th house door, right? So you feel it already. It's like there is a promise there. And looking at your natal Jupiter, that will be activated in a trine. This is really wonderful to make new connections. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It looks really wonderful to make new connections and to give and receive to give and receive a lot of support within your circle of friends or the groups, interest groups or social networks. Also online, it could be that you're getting a lot of support there, people getting behind you, just being able to connect with lots of people for sure. Yeah, that looks very good, very positive. Yes, probably still in a work phase right now, but Venus and Mars, they're coming and Jupiter is coming, so there's a lot will be happening there in your sector of relationships. Yeah, I feel excited for you. I keep my fingers crossed. I hope it's going to go. Wonderful. Okay. Yes. Let's look at someone else. So putting up a new chart. Yeah, okay, Jennifer. I'm putting your chart up here now. Okay, is there any time or place? Yeah, yes. Okay. Okay, I've got the rest already. Yeah, but I need the place because the time without the place is pretty worthless. My spiritual path. Yes, of course, I could tell you about your spiritual path. Just give us your place of birth and then. Hmm. Hmm. I'm going to say it again. Parsons Margaret, could you just indicate your Jennifer, could you just indicate your place of birth and then we're all set to go. Wales town. Yes, no worries. It's all coming through. Okay, okay, let's see if we can find that. Searching here. It's pretty fast today. No, then we have to go with southwards. but Wales, like not Australia, like, you know, just getting a bit confused here. No, that's here. Yeah. I did kind of Pontypridd. Yes. Oh, we're going to find this. Yes, here it is. Okay. All done. Works. Wonderful. Yeah. Fellow Aries, 15th of April. So, and you have Venus in Aries as well. And you've got Mercury in Taurus. So that's almost my chart I'm reading here. Right. Okay, spiritual. So you've got Moon, Uranus. Ooh, ooh, Can you maybe say a little bit about if there's what you're currently on, or if what you're like moving towards? I can see you have Neptune very, very close to your midheaven. That's the area of like our life goals, life path, and career. So I see that there is there is a desire to show your spiritual side to the world, or your qualities. And I think for me, Neptune is also about, especially when it's in Sagittarius, it's always about understanding the bigger picture, also looking behind the scenes, understanding what is going on, like in a much broader sense. You're in development classes. Okay, so definitely with a okay, so what I can say and see here right off the bat. So with the Sagittarius, midheaven, and Neptune very close, there is a constant desire here to broaden your horizon, to gain new knowledge. The personal development, growth are the main concerns of this sign of Sagittarius. So, and Neptune sometimes it's like an energy that feels like it's bottomless, you know. It's just, it can go every way. It's completely malleable. It's completely it has there's no limitation. It's just expands and expands, and this is the sign of expansion, you know. Sagittarius is, so you're moving towards expansion, kind of limitless learning, and there will always be something that, you know, you feel like, oh, now excuse me, like you're interested in this, and then you're interested in that, and then there's always something that where you want to know more about. So it feels like there's a constant desire to grow, and to grow very much in the spiritual sense, and understand your life and life purpose on a completely different level. Okay, so what you're saying, it's about everything looking, yeah. So I think so. Yeah, there is a spirit. There's the spiritual desire that is already that is clearly visible. I think this could be part of, this would definitely be a part of throughout your life, as part of your life path. It could definitely also be a part of your career, because Neptune there on the midheaven is quite prominent. It's like a statement, you know. Planets that are on the axis, especially the ascendant and the midheaven, they are like this exclamation mark. So it's like this, you know, this Neptune is here and says, you know, I've got a lot of questions. I would like to have answers. Okay, so where do I find these answers? Okay, so, and that is where the spiritual path kind of, this is where you start out, you know, driven by a desire for knowledge. And obviously, you know, as Aries people, we are always driven by something. So the passion, there's great passion there. I can also see you've got a strong second house. So whatever you set out to do, you will try to give it a profound foundation. Look into things, like look into, you know, opportunities to expand, like also in the long term, because the second house is actually also the house where Jupiter resides in your chart as the 10th house ruler, and it's there with Mercury. It's in the sign of Taurus, in the second house. So that's like a double Taurus. So that means that you don't give it a rest until you feel like you're like full. It's almost like when you're eating and like your tummy is absolutely is full, and you say, now I can't take any more. Now I'm really full. I'm really full with this knowledge. My desire for answers, or my curiosity, is also curiosity there, has been satisfied. So you just keep going. Like, you just really look into every single thing that you can find about whatever is currently catching your attentions. Yeah, I have so many questions. I have to look onto. Yes, absolutely, you do. But you're also setting out to find security in your life, finding understanding where your place is, where your place is, where you can feel like settled. I'm also getting this very strongly. Even from the 8th house moon, there's a desire there to feel like that you belong, feeling in a place where you belong and where you have a purpose. That's another side of the chart. But just solely looking at like life path and spiritual life paths, yes, I can definitely see there's a strong desire there. We also have to mention that in this case, Neptune, because your first house is huge house, that means the sign of Pisces is an intercepted house in your chart. Yeah, so your rising is Aquarius, but Pisces is intercepted, and that means that Pisces is like your second ascendant. It's like your second rising sign. Yeah, it's like it's co-rules your first house, so it's also representative of you. So there's a strong connection there. It goes through the Neptune, and then to the second house, where your sun is. So you do want to make something solid. It's almost like you're setting out to find all the answers to your question, but then you get some sort of like reward in the form of some seeds, I'm feeling. And then you want to plant these seeds and you want to see them grow into something. It's not just about acquiring knowledge just for the sake of maybe like, showing off with it, or just, okay, now I have learned about this, or I've been to this seminar, or I've read this particular book. There's also you want to achieve something with something solid. You want to see some visible results. So I wonder what that may be. Maybe that could take you like a step further. Also in terms of finding your purpose, because purpose is also always about where the sun is, the sun's position, and there is the second house. And that is Taurus energy. That means like you want to feel grounded, or you want to build a foundation that is safe and stable and reliable. Yeah, so it looks like you're moving towards this direction, that you also want to just the way what you do with your knowledge that you have attained, and needs to give you visible results in the end. So I think this is the next step. Maybe this is going to come to fruition, or you get major pointers. Yeah, so just as a conclusion, I'm feeling you're getting major pointers when Jupiter moves into Taurus May next year. Yeah, so this could be a very interesting time for you, where you feel like, okay, now what have I learned so far? And now I've got these seeds. Where do I want to plant these seeds? And what do I want to see grow from these seeds? Okay, so there needs to be a strong sense of like purpose, what you want to do with this knowledge, or who you want to help, or do you want to use it for yourself, or what do you want to build with it? So really something like physically building something here. Taurus and second house. So yeah, next year could be a defining time. And obviously for us, until then, we have Jupiter in the sign of Aries. So for us Aries, we're always we will be, through this time, I think we will be thriving on whatever whatever goal we set our sights on. This is all about passion, determination, and just wanting to just achieve this big breakthrough. But I think the crucial time in terms of life path for you will be about spring, May next year, when Jupiter moves into Taurus. Okay, so I wish you good luck. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Okay, who else have we got? Yes, okay, I'm getting some adverts in before we move on. Tonight, Deb Clark is on chatting with spirits at 8 p.m. And tomorrow we've got the lovely Natalia with the Lovetarian Way. That's tomorrow, Wednesday, from 6 p.m. And 8 o'clock tomorrow night, live with spirits. Carrie Piggins will be tomorrow night's guest. Carrie Piggins will be tomorrow night's guest. Lovely.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s Tea Room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
Okay, I'm back after the advert, and we have Christine Davies next. So I'll be looking at your chart now, Christine. And do you have a particular question in mind? So I'm having a look here. Oh, wonderful. Jupiter return again. It's really, I can't really mention it often enough. It's just so many people here who've just had their Jupiter returns and they're on their spiritual journey and it's all coming out. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. Journey here. Well, we have I would like guidance. Yes, what kind of guidance? Because I'll give you all sorts of guidance and like maybe what area of life or is there anything that's currently troubling you, or a situation that has just been in that has left you with questions, or any current situation that you would like to look into? I think it's probably a recent Jupiter return here that has brought up a lot of, well, a thirst for knowledge as well. And this is wanting to know about Yeah, spiritual path, but well, there's a lot of there's an there's something about wanting to know, wanting to learn about what people rather most people probably wouldn't like to look at. It's like any like taboo themes, or people the stuff that people try to hide, or usually try to hide, maybe not mention if they can avoid it. But there is a desire here to go deep and kind of find these treasures that have been buried. So maybe it's in terms of knowledge that has been long forgotten. um, and yeah, I also think there is a strong desire, as you mentioned, spiritual pathway. You have your moon, your natal moon is in Sagittarius. That's the second sign that Jupiter rules, or if you look at the modern rulership, it's the first one. So moon in Sag and Jupiter in Pisces is a strong indicator that there is a desire there to know more, to explore, to have a broader understanding about what is going on. I also see there's there's a lot of empathy there. There's a lot of passion about wanting to bring out the best. I think also in others is a Sagittarius moon in the 5th house. Lift people up, also of course wanting to be uplifted. So your moon is being ruled by Jupiter, and as the 5th house also being ruled, so this definitely Jupiter's signature here. And this Jupiter goes into the 8th house. So right now the current Jupiter is right now squaring your natal moon, Christine. So this may be like a time where you have this desire. I mean, the moon in general, we know, speaks of our needs and our desires. And when we look at Jupiter just purely as like this, this essence, this representative of spiritual energy, that just a power within us that wants to grow and expand beyond what we already know, then it looks like you're at the peak of just wanting to know more and more and more and forevermore, and wanting to move forward and look into things like much more deeply, even though Jupiter is actually now in your 9th house. So your natal is in the 8th, but now Jupiter is in the 9th house, which is the house of spirituality in the sign of Pisces. So that's like double, triple, I don't know, even more than that. So whatever I would advise to just strongly trust your guidance, like your receptiveness to your own higher guidance is at a peak level right now, for sure. And your readiness, I can see there's a readiness here as well, to move forward, or to just explore a new field, a new territory. So Jupiter's just entered the 9th house. So what is the 9th house about? The 9th house is about learning, is about growing spiritually. Yeah, it's the house of Sagittarius. So the planet that rules Sagittarius in the house of Sagittarius. That's very, very strong, very dominant. And at the same time, your Sag moon is also included here. So I think you don't have to maybe there is like a bit of inattention because it's a square. So maybe there's like an inattention that you feel, where you would sometimes Jupiter can just be, this overwhelming energy where you feel like, I would love to do all of this at once, but damn, I can't. I don't have, the time to do everything at once. I don't, my circumstances don't allow it, or it's just impossible. But there for sure, I see there's so many things right there in your life now that you can look at, that you can explore, that it truly excite you, that you feel you can immensely benefit from. So I think if you trust your inner guidance system, as I said, this is like at a peak level now, and you trust your moon to guide you towards what is right now most beneficial to you. So if there's a particular field within our beautiful spiritual community, whatever you feel drawn to, um, whatever you feel like you want to know more about, that's probably the right thing. So just look towards what currently feels, strongest. I'm getting a feeling that there might also be like a lot of like more people around you that are encouraging, that encourage you to take this route or to just explore it, because Jupiter, if you've got such strong Jupiter going on, that's like the opposite of the mundane, like it's not like the people who are in a 9 to 5 kind of mindset, and they are less focused on the material outcomes. They're more interested in growing personally, growing spiritually, having a new experience. This is also the sign of travel. This is a sign of, this is when you've got Jupiter 9th house. I think no matter what age you are, if you feel like you want to go to university or any sort of course, just do it, just go for it, because we are never too old or too young when we feel called to something, So I think this is a time where you feel, where you may already heard a strong calling towards something very particular. So I'm connecting this now with your natal positions, right? I'm getting an idea here that you have, as you've had your Jupiter return, which was just exact like a month ago or two. So it's very strongly still in the same sign, still going on. You may have been feeling this calling to something very particular that feels like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be learning about or exploring right now. So if you feel that enthusiasm, I think this is totally the right direction, because it couldn't be stronger. The energy couldn't be stronger right now for you to learn about something, maybe even with the intention of becoming a teacher yourself. You have a very spiritual 12th house sun as well. So I think this could give you a strong, also as Jupiter's just trined your natal sun, increase your sense of purpose as you're moving towards a new field that you can learn about and explore. So this looks super, super positive right now. Yeah, and it seems like there's something very exciting there that you can uncover and also discover about yourself. So you can see yourself from like a different side, and a very positive and a very open side, a side you can see, a side of you that is super open to growth and feels very optimistic about things proceeding the way they're supposed to proceed. Okay, so there's a lot of Jupiter. So hopefully this is a positive forecast here. We talk that much about Jupiter. Normally it's, well, if I talk that much about Jupiter, it's normally because I'm really feeling the energy, and I'm really feeling there's something very, very good here. So I'm hoping that you get the full benefit of this energy. Yeah. And I wish you a lot of success on your path, Christine. Thank you very much. Okay. So thanks. Yes. So I think this is it. This is it for today. This is it for today. Thank you so much to everyone. As I said before, like, please, whenever you feel a question pops up, be it, about something I'm currently talking about, or just general astrology questions, this is your chance. This is your time. I'm most happy to answer your questions and to get into a conversation. I slightly miscalculated the time today because I didn't see that time was sort of like progressing fast. I wanted to do a chart reading with you together, and I'm going to be doing this in the next show, so definitely don't miss the next show. It's going to be a super exciting mystery chart, and we're going to have some fun interaction with that. So I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently then, so that we have enough time to do both that and some readings, so people can have the best of both sides. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thanks, Millie. Thank you. Wonderful. It's great feedback. Okay. Yes. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you, Wendy. Thanks, Charity. Hi, Terry. Thank you for that. Thanks, Terry. And thank you, Nadia. Yeah. And thank you to Christine. Yeah. Thank you so much for everybody joining me. I hope you also enjoyed these readings and messages. If you need any more in-depth guidance, I am always available for one-on-one sessions, coaching sessions. You can find all the information about that on my website. That will give you all the details about what I specialize in. But now you've already got a little insight, a little taster, and see like how I work. But you'll find all the details and how to book a session, how to approach me on my website. You can always contact me directly as well at mirjam@planet.ms. And I also be very happy if you could follow me on Instagram at mirjam.astrologer. And if you want to support my spiritual channel on YouTube, that's Practical Astrology for You, where I post regular updates about interesting things that are going on in the world, things that are going on with celebrities. So we look at their, particular like little case studies, because that is how you can, best learn. So that's for people who also want to go a little deeper, and maybe they want to work on their practical interpretation skills. Thank you so much, Tony. Thanks so much for joining. That's lovely. Yeah, so definitely check me out, go on my website, or if you've got any other questions. And also the people who've got their readings today, if you were happy with your reading, I'd appreciate you going on my Google page. You easily find that by Googling Mirjam Schneider London, and you will find my Google page. And if you could just post a little review on the review section, I'd be very glad. I'd appreciate your support. Yeah, other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of April. I'll be seeing you again soon, the beginning of May. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful time. Sorry? Yeah. Thank you for my reading. Fantastic afternoon. Okay. Thanks again. Thanks, Joanne. Yeah. So I'll see you all on the next show. And I enjoyed today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And bye-bye.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.